Yo, what's going on, Clean? Welcome to another day of the Atlanick Ocean podcast. We are looking at a chart of wart today. Have you heard of wart?
I heard of war. I heard it went kind of nuts.
It's going kind of nuts. Apparently, it was a call from Jupiter's group pretty early on.
Yeah.
And hold on, I hear my echo. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Jupiter called it out, and then people do as they do when they hear call outs. They're just like, oh, maybe I'll get in for a little bit and then I'll dump because I don't trust or whatever. And so it kind of had its little shakeout period, and now it's just going parabolic,
which is nuts. If I would have got into it, it would have gone down immediately.
Well,
and never recovered.
I mean, it's at 100 and what? Let me look at this. 135,000 total liquidity, 1.7 million market cap. Still pretty low. If you look at the order book, there's a lot of buys ready to buy the dip. However, I have seen many wallets in massive profit.
Yeah.
And they've started taking profit towards these highs. So I expect another dump coming, maybe down to this level down here, which I know sounds fucking crazy, but I just don't trust meme coins, especially new ones on Cardano at all. Our bag holders are everything but. So
yeah, they're not holding that bag.
We'll see. I mean, here's their website. Like, check this shit out, dude. Like, this reminds me of BMO a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they got like the Simpsons. They have a really good artist, whoever their artist is. Like, don't these look sick?
Yeah.
And then here's like how everything works. 1 billion supply, 10% goes to the dev, 7% is vested in CNFT Shield.
Okay.
3% goes to the team. And you know how there's that really big holder of SNEC and his name is Eric Cartman?
Yeah.
Well, if you look right here, there's Eric Wortman holding 3.5%. I don't know. Coincidence? I think
That's so dumb, dude. This fucking guy is so dumb. Man. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, homie?
It's just so dumb.
It is so dumb.
It's funny.
It's
just funny.
That's exactly it. It's funny. They have 505 followers on Twitter, and they are on, what is it called? The Chad Swap. So people have been using Chad Swap to buy, and I guess that boosted them a little bit. They got some Chad memes. So they're supporting Chad. Chad's supporting them.
Yeah, kind of went parabolic there for a little bit, yeah.
It's still going up. I mean, I do expect it to come down. Don't get me wrong. It could go higher. I don't know.
Somebody just bought a shit ton.
Yeah, someone went 2K, 3K.
Nice little candle there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing all right. It's doing all right.
Not too bad at all. How you been, man? All right?
Yeah, I've been good, man. How about you?
Good. Feeling good.
Other than cutting my finger open, dude. I don't know how an idiot like myself cuts his finger open on an apple cutter, on an apple slicer, but if there's a will, there's a way.
That's what happens when you do something 1,000 times, right? You don't think anything of it, and that's when accidents happen. You're always really close, in particular the first time you do something, but the familiarity of it is where you run into trouble. So, yeah.
Well, so everybody knows you have the apple on the plate, you push it down, you have a bunch of apple slices, but they're still stuck in the thing, so you got to flip it upside down and then push them out, right? So I guess you're supposed to push them out with a knife or a fork or whatever the fuck, but I got all the pieces out with my finger, and I was doing it really slow because I'd cut my finger before, but not ever too bad, and I was feeling it, and I was like, this feels dull. I feel like the thing's gotten more dull, so I'm probably not going to cut my finger. And I think that might have been true for the outer ring, right? But then the core was stuck. And that was what got me. And I got confident with it. So I started pushing up my middle finger, not even my thumb, straight up. I was pushing it up from the side. And I just, boom, and just, oh man, that shit still hurts.
Yeah, I saw some flooding out in Indiana. Yeah, we're fine. There was some pretty dramatic rains here, which we needed for the crops and stuff. But like, yeah, no, we're good as far as I'm concerned. A couple of the rivers flooded a little bit. Those houses are okay, but like, yeah, no big deal. Most of it's southern.
I had a pretty big storm here yesterday. We lost power for a little bit.
No shit.
Yeah. I mean, this house always loses power. You give it a little breeze, we're going to lose some power for a few minutes, but
That's it.
we're good.
That's
Just
yeah.
how it is.
No, but what else is going on in Cardano sphere? We got midnight. What
Well,
else?
check
We
out
got
Snack, bro.
snack.
Other
I
than
did look at snack. I still
like
am holding.
it's holding towards the highs now.
Yep.
Like this is let me get rid of these, but it's holding a very good level.
Yeah.
Cardano's falling and Snack is staying.
I mean,
So
I
that's
still
really
have
nice.
mine. So
Yeah.
I'm
really nice to see.
I'm an investor, man. Snake's doing pretty good. I like
What
that.
about midnight? When is that coming again?
Dude, it should be out here soon, I would say. Relatively soon. My back's kind of killing me, dude.
Excuse me. All right. The mini DApp hackathon. I'm eating beans. I'm getting gassy now.
What are you, English, bro? Like, what's going on?
No. Boston baked beans.
Oh, well, that's a candy.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, are you 90?
90?
Who eats Boston baked beans?
Bro, we are all out of food. I got done with the workout and I was starting to get a headache because I was hungry, right? So, here we are.
You're down to the Boston baked beans?
Mm-hmm. I have to do a grocery run after this.
It's a tough time in crypto, guys.
It is, man.
My boy's surviving off Boston baked beans.
I can't wait till we can upgrade to ramen, really.
Yeah, I know. We'll get there someday, please. Hold my bags, please.
Glacier drop is coming. We dropped full coverage, snapshot details. That was July 28th. I'd like a date, please. I guess there's
soon.
Right? Is there still no date? Like, there's no exact date?
All I know is on Cardano, we're super bored because we keep coming out with people. We're looking at old Catalyst proposals and just constantly like bringing them up and like shitting on the proposals that didn't make it, that got funded and shit like that. The latest is Kaizen Crypto, which he's a smart guy. He was all Cardano a while back, and smart guy, helped with smart contracts, explaining how Cardano worked, other things like that. And like he went to go buy some watches or whatever for some odd reason, an updated calendar that nobody uses, and it got funded. And everybody's like, what the hell do you do with this money? Like what's going on here? Why did you buy watches? How did this get funded? You know what I mean? So yeah. It's
Cardano Whale apparently is like boycotting.
Yeah. It's just boredom.
The rumor is Charles wants to sue him.
For what?
I guess for attacking the network. I don't know.
That's it?
Basically, I think he's just mad at him because he's got a lot of followers and it's just causing a lot of negativity.
I guess, but
I mean, you're allowed to have your own opinion.
Right, correct. It's not like his name is Solana Whale. It's Cardano Whale. You know what I mean?
But, it wouldn't be a Cardano Wednesday if it wasn't for some drama within the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's true.
Let the whale be. I mean, exactly. It's one guy.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's just one person. Dude, it's
and he did a lot for Cardano. Like he was very supportive at one point. He has a certain way that he wants things to be. It's not going his way. He wants to leave. I mean, okay. That sounds like a free will type of environment. Sounds like decentralization to me. But it is what it is. We have a Fed meeting today too. So Jerome Powell. This will be the last one not cutting, I believe. I believe next month we will be cutting. Let me check that. So here's the rate odds for today. There's a 3% chance we cut. All right. This shit ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
Not happening.
Just forget about it.
September, though, we have a 60% chance that we at least cut by 0.2. So
You think it'll happen?
I fucking hope so.
It's October.
I mean, if we go to October, it's nearly 80%.
Yeah.
That we'll have cut at least once by then. But and then December, nearly 100%. It's like 95% chance.
Right.
I don't know.
But this is all predicated on the fact that we haven't had a cut yet. When we have a cut, all these percentages will change.
Right. If we cut now, there might be a pause or there might be like a delay in the next cut, right? But I don't know. I think a lot of people are losing money. The rates are too high. We can't afford our own debt. We need to lower the rates. But, Jerome Powell's not a big fan of Trump, and he's going to keep doing what he's doing.
Wait, both of them in this case.
Both of who?
Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the temporary fear, too, we had Trump talking with China, and it sounds like we're going to do another 30 to 90-day pause on tariffs while we try to figure things out, which to me seems very, I don't know, like lackluster of an announcement. Like you just keep kicking the can, like just make a fucking decision, man.
Well, it's like China, though,
I mean, I'm not saying
we import from China.
I don't know, probably more than they import from us.
Right, correct. So, man, the scale of that sort of deal is more impactful than what's going on in, like, let's say, like the Philippines or fucking shit that we get from like Uzbekistan or some shit like that, right? Like tariffs over there is not a big deal.
Yeah, we had yesterday. SoFi came out with earnings, my guy, and SoFi hit $25, but it came right back down because of news that they're diluting their shares.
Oh.
So if you look at this candle. We were up 20% in a day. It was pretty crazy. I was up massively. I was partying. I was talking to Voodoo about our gains, about how rich we were. All right. And then, a day later, it literally lost all those gains, came down. And now we're higher than where we were like before the earnings call.
So what's going to happen with your shares?
Nothing. Like I'll still have the same amount of shares. It's just that the percent of total shares out there is now being diluted because I think it's 1.5 billion shares are going to be, I believe, sold to Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, as a new investor, for sure.
Right. And the thing is...
But doesn't that fucks with your money, though?
Well, if they sell, yeah. Like if they were to buy those shares and then instantly dump them on the market, that would cause a massive short.
Right.
That'd be very bad. But if they don't do anything with them, if they hold for a very long time, then ultimately it doesn't really do a whole lot. But what it can do is it's going to give them capital. And what they want to do is buy a company. And I don't remember what their actual goal was because he said it multiple months ago. But he wants to acquire a company to add another part of the business to SoFi. So right now they have lending, they're about to have crypto. They have Galileo, which basically, I believe Galileo is actually the back end of Robinhood. So if you're bullish on Robinhood, if you like the Robinhood user interface, like that is Robinhood's user interface, but on the back end, that's actually SoFi.
Okay.
If you didn't know that. Found that out like a few months ago. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
So they can do stuff like that for other businesses. They can do the back end for trading and allow you to do stuff like that. I think that's what Galileo does. So they essentially want to buy another company that will let them do something similar to that in another avenue of investing.
Yeah.
Instead of building their own, because it would take, you'd have to spend money on R&D and then, get it approved and yada, yada. So they just want to buy a company and then use that company to scale up in a different way, which I'm kind of for. Amazon did this a lot when it was growing in its early days.
Yeah.
So as long as the money is spent on something that's going to benefit the business, then I think this is just fine. I don't like it. I wish they would already have had the money, but of course they don't. Like, this is what businesses do.
Right.
So it is what it is. Not the best, not the worst. I think it's completely fine, but we'll just have to wait out a little bit of panic before people, kind of get over it. It's happened before. They've diluted before.
Yeah. You got till December, buddy. And then we'll see what time what the
I said 2250 by December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Nvidia hitting new all-time highs today.
Shouty going crazy. Look at that.
Nvidia got news that they can sell. I think I might have said this last time too, but they're finalized on the China agreement, so they can now sell their chips to China.
Wow.
Same with AMD. So I was pretty big on AMD, and if you look at their all-time, they're getting back there too.
It's getting back up, yeah.
Yep. So I'm pretty happy with all my investments. Cardano's still kind of doing it, but also not really.
Do it, lady.
It's not doing bad. 35% in a month isn't bad.
Yeah.
For crypto, it's boring. Those are boring numbers for sure. But it's not bad as an investment if you really think about it.
I do miss the 122 days, the 124 days.
Dude, having these sharp candles up and then like a small 4 or 5% retracement and then sharp candle up, 4 or 5% retracement, sharp candle up, like those are fucking phenomenal days.
Yes.
But now we get like a sharp candle up, kind of up, sharp candle up, and then like 10%, 4%, 5%.
Yeah.
We'll get there though.
Well, so maybe buying more. I don't know.
I thought about buying more Cardano. I did.
I was thinking about that. I was going to see how this is going, right? Towards the end of the year. And then if for some odd reason it's still sideways, I'm just going to keep I'm going to start DCAing back into it,
Yeah. I wonder at what point will people start to just give up on it if it doesn't get to where they want it to be?
Well, I think people are they're not upset, I would say, but I would say
I don't know, man.
They're tired of the sideways action.
Shout outs to URG. I love you, bro. But every time Cardano goes up, it's still negative. It's just like, yeah, but it's still not $2, right? Okay, I get it. But it's up like 30% of the month. Like, be happy, right? And then it comes down like 5 or 6%, and everything else is also down, not as much. But and be like, why does Cardano always fall the most? And it's just like, bro, I just feel like everywhere I look, people are just ready to be so mad at Cardano.
Well, it's not an anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
No, it happens everywhere.
Like, the same shit is happening in other chains. It's not just like Cardano. It's not exclusive to Cardano.
No.
Right?
No.
But the big thing is like, it is Cardano boring at some points. For sure. It has a lot more sideways action than some others. But also at the same time, bro, that shit peaked hard.
Yeah.
Hard. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's boring old Cardano, but I guess like it'll be fine.
I mean, the thing is, when it happens, because so far, every time that there's good altcoin news, all of them go up. XRP goes up a bit more because XRP is just on its bullshit, like in a good way.
Yeah.
And then Solana sometimes has a moment, Ethereum sometimes has a moment, but ultimately Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano kind of move together. Maybe not the same percent, maybe not as drastic, maybe not to new all-time highs, but they move up and they move down together.
Right.
So as long as they're continuing to do that, Cardano, I think, still has a high chance of being a great outperformer in the long run.
Yeah. I think, like I said, if I didn't have any sort of faith in it, I wouldn't do anything with it, you know. Yeah. But it's just the fact.
It's kind of like with Tesla, right? Like Elon will do these crazy things. It'll piss people off. Everybody will be like, we should bail. And then he comes out with like one new thing. and everybody's like, oh, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard, and it just shoots up like crazy. And again, it fluctuates negative and positive sentiment like crazy. The fluctuation is very very volatile. So Voodoo, we were just talking about SoFi, Voodoo. We were up so big, and now we're
You round tripped it.
we're still up big, but we're not up big on the day like we
on the
were.
day, right?
We're still up, 2% on the week or whatever, but
You have
18%
2
on the month.
years on this, don't you?
Yeah. 70% on the 3-month. 44.
Dude, would be crazy. You know, it'd be crazy if it just like shot it, dude. If it took off, like we're saying, like $70 in 2 years.
It's a possibility. I'm thinking more 45 to 50, more reasonable numbers. But that was my thought process with Palantir. When I bought Palantir at $7 and $10 and even $5, I was thinking, I think in maybe like 4 or 5 years, this will be like a $50 stock. And literally 3 years later, it's at $160 or something.
Yeah.
So it could do that. I mean, let's go. Palantir actually had some like somewhat bad news, but you always have to fade that type of shit. This is pretty much its all-time high.
That's 158. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much its all-time high. But there was news that the government is trying to create their own AI so that they don't have to rely on Palantir's AI and other outsourced companies' AI. And so Palantir went down on that. But I mean, right now it's the leading dominating AI in the space. So, what do you have? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years before that's close to market or like marketable to anyone? So Palantir is still going to continue to crush it, I think. That's the craziest gain I've ever had in a portfolio is Palantir. And it wasn't by accident, but like I didn't expect those gains.
Apple for me.
Yeah. So. Apple I've done very well on as well.
Yeah.
Apple was the first company I ever bought.
What?
It was the first company I ever bought.
Yeah. Mine was in 98. My parents got me some.
Yeah, my mom said that she would match me on whatever company I bought. And I was in school, and I knew that all my friends were buying Apple, so I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Fubo. Remember we were talking about Fubo?
Yes.
So Fubo yesterday, they were up 16%, came right back down, and now they're up 18%, up at 420. So they came out and they raised their guidance. And Fubo is actually like, I don't necessarily like the company that much. However, if you go down here, not only do they have pretty good analyst ratings as far as like not selling, but this is what I like to see. Earnings are pretty much, they're like almost profitable. They're almost profitable. If they can just figure out a little bit more, they'll be a profitable company. That's usually a turnaround period where you can make like a good 3 to 4x in a stock in a relatively short time period.
Like the coolest thing about Fubo is that fact that like it's geared towards sports.
Right.
And as far as streaming and sports and the variety that it has is unmatched as far as streaming goes. Like it's crazy the amount of sports that this thing has. And it's obviously geared toward dudes watching NFL, college, hockey, MLS soccer, or just like regular league soccer, championship league soccer, other things like that. Like, bro, shit's going crazy. And like, it's relatively less expensive than buying that stuff a la carte. You know what I'm saying? Based on their different packages. So I have YouTube TV. I don't get access to everything, right? And I thought like, oh, can we get Fubo? But then we wouldn't be able to watch like our shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Voodoo's up 87% on his SoFi. Fuck yeah, Voodoo. Fuck yeah, keep holding it, bro. It's going to 45. That's my opinion. Long term, 45 to 50. That's when we'll start trimming. And then Fubo, I agree with you. Fubo also has their deal with Disney in the works. So when that deal comes through, that's going to be another catalyst on top of when is their earnings? Earnings August 8th. So in a week.
Yeah.
In a week, they'll have earnings. They just guided up, so they'll be able to talk about that guidance even more at earnings. That'll be a mini catalyst in the short term while we're waiting for the deal to go through. If they can be, bro, if they're profitable, if they go, what is this? It's supposed to be negative 0.01. If they can just be flat at 0 or even positive 0.01 and show a profitable quarter, this thing could really turn around.
Take off.
Yeah, like look at this chart, right? It shoots up, right after, I'm assuming, IPO, and then drops down, shoots up, and comes down and does nothing, right? Tell me that doesn't look just like SoFi's chart.
Goes up, yeah.
Right? Very similar. Didn't stay as flat, right? There was more volatility to it. It was more of a hyper stock, right?
Yeah.
But very similar setup. Went crazy. I mean, all IPOs go crazy when they first come out. They lose steam because they're not actually making the profit that people were hyping up. And then they find their balance and their resistance. They actually, if they're a good company, start to show that they're a good company, and the price goes back up over time. And then eventually goes parabolic once they're profitable, which is what happened here. They weren't very profitable, but they were starting to get there. And then I believe it was like right around here, they were talking about being profitable in 2024. And then like 2024 comes, this around December, they start becoming, start doing a little bit better. They're profitable, and then boom.
Take off.
And then you got to ignore like the little Trump fear.
What about Netflix?
Netflix is going crazy. I don't know like on the exact day, but I just know overall Netflix is fucking up 101,000%. That is so wild.
Who would have thought, dude?
I called it out right here too. I called it out to my friends that I didn't have any money. I put it into other things.
That's crazy.
This is
everybody has Netflix though.
Yeah, this was when COVID happened, but then they were having some beef with Russia, and they decided to stop streaming in Russia, so it felt like super hard.
Yeah.
But it did not deserve to fall that hard.
God damn. Any other stocks you're looking at?
I don't think so. Let me think. Basically, I think AMD is still undervalued. They are doing a deal with Microsoft to release the new Xboxes at the end of the year. I think that's going to do well. They also have new server components that are coming out that are very bullish for their customers and directly compete with NVIDIA. So I'm pretty hyped about that. I think AMD, we can check out the price. I think they peaked at like 240, 220, I want to say. 207. Okay, so they're only like 20% off of their all-time high, but still maybe 15% off their all-time high. Still though, that's not bad. That's the only company I think that's still slightly undervalued. That's a pretty safe bet. Disney, we'll have to see. Disney needs to make a comeback. I'm happy about that Google position. I think I told you maybe a few months ago I started a Google position. I'm already up 20% on that from buying it at 167, 166. So not bad on the Google position. Micron, I really like. They're finishing, it's either this year or next year, they're finishing a build, I want to say in New York, to make chips in America.
Okay.
So that's coming right around the corner. That's going to be great for Micron. I don't know. Tesla makes me nervous, bro. They had a really bad earnings.
Just because nobody likes Elon, correct, anymore?
Elon's lost popularity pretty rapidly in the last year, I would say. It's so crazy. It's such a fluctuation. Like, that's such a wild. How do you even look at that? That's like a relationship, bro. It's just like, oh, like everything's going good. And it's like, oh no, he hit me. But it's like, oh, well, yeah, but he's taking me out for mini golf. And it's like, oh
But
no,
he's
he
so
hit me
good.
again. Right.
Look at this. So
This
good.
is so crazy.
Oh, we wouldn't fade Tesla. There for a while, I thought Tesla was going to be involved in everything.
Because of the Trump friendship.
No, just because I thought like they would just be at a crazy
Damn, Voodoo. That's
just be
fucking
involved
wild.
in everything, right? Like they're going to become so big that they're going to be just involved in everything, especially with like AI and other things like that, right? Like I thought they would be in releasing like their own smartphone, the whole 9 yards, get into that business, different things, in the tech industry.
They're doing, what is it? They're trying to compete with Waymo now in that sector. And we'll have to see how well it does. But they're using geofencing, which I don't really like because I thought you had cameras for a reason.
Yeah.
So, but I guess you have to maybe use both. You have to use geofencing and cameras, which if you don't know, geofencing is basically like a pre-programmed grid system that it can't exit. So the geofence is going to be limited to like a city area or a town or maybe even a state, but you don't normally make them super big because it probably has like an issue with scaling that large.
Right.
But I don't know. Waymos seem to do a little bit better on that end. But they also have a giant like thing on the top of their car that looks super ugly. So
Right. It does look terrible.
So I don't know. None of them are killing it right now. It's still up for debate on who's going to win that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not completely fading Tesla, but I did sell out of probably about 10% of my position. Maybe 15% is probably more accurate. Elon promised all those major cities will have robo-taxis in some ridiculous time period. How can anyone trust him anymore? I'd love to hear a promise he actually met
It's
timeline.
Voodoo versus Andrew in the chat, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, look, the thing is, this is the argument is I don't think like Voodoo and Andrew are both smart people. I don't think
Right.
Voodoo thinks that what Elon says is like verbatim is actually like going to happen exactly as he says. He's more so like the overall goal of Tesla should lead me to a higher portfolio.
Oh, 100%.
But it's not going to be when Elon says, right? He doesn't deliver, period. Well, I mean, he did make all the Cybertrucks that he said he was going to make, and people were debating that, and it did take forever to come out. He did release full self-driving, Now, did I realize full self-driving was actually going to be partially self-driving? No, I thought full self-driving meant full self-driving, but he released a version of it, right? So, like, he's doing what he says he's going to do, but not how we thought he would do it. And then now he's trying to release robo taxis. He has released them, but only in Texas, right? So like he's doing what he says he's going to do, but not how we all expect him to do it. He's like a little bit of a gaslighter, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And they're all rusting away, and they came way over a year late. Yeah, So I drove my first robo taxi last weekend. Not robo taxi, Cybertruck. Sorry. And, when I first saw it pulling up from afar, I was like, oh, this thing's sick. I'm finally going to get to drive one. Like, fuck yeah. The dude was super cool. And then, like, it gets closer to you, and you just see fingerprints, like, all over the car. So, like, the paint that they use, it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. Like, you can just see handprints everywhere, all over the car. It looks like a rust bucket, kind of. But, like, the paint didn't look rusted. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, you could just see the fingerprints everywhere, like on a laptop before you turn it on, right?
Yeah.
And then I get inside of it, and I don't know, dude. The truck felt light. Like you see this truck, it looks heavy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is heavy.
It didn't feel heavy. The truck felt like I could like flip it. Now maybe you can't. Maybe that's just like part of its aroma or aura to it. It's so strong or so good. I don't know. It felt light.
I think it's
felt weird.
So I was inside one and it was cool. I kind of noticed the same thing. Then I just thought, well, it's because it's minimalist, right?
Maybe
the design of it is not intricate. It doesn't have all these buttons, doodads, other things like that, much like all the other Teslas, right? And so naturally you come away thinking like, okay, this thing is what, light or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just because it doesn't have all the shit jammed inside of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like a regular Tesla. It's like you can walk away looking at a Tesla and being like, oh fuck, like this shit is clean. This shit is like, the interior is really nice. It doesn't have all the vents clogging up the front. Like it's very minimalist, very good, you know? But like if Elon delivers his stuff, like that's good. What I thought was like, in order for them to be like next level, I feel like they have to put themselves into different markets. Like I think he should get in the cell phone market. That's just me. With something, you know what I mean?
Well, because they have Starlink, they could really benefit from that.
Correct. And like everything's
so
gonna have Starlink, whatever.
Having them make a tablet really makes sense too. I mean, they're kind of going from a car company, which we all knew they weren't going to just be a car company. That's
Right.
kind of like the argument of the stock price. But they're going from only making vehicles to, you know, electricity. And then they just did a deal with China. They're going to start making batteries for Chinese vehicles. So it's like, okay, even if China's vehicles start to outperform or get sold more often than Tesla's, they'll still be making money on the back end by making their batteries. And then they decided that they're going to make a tablet. So maybe you can try to compete with Apple or something with one of the tablets coming up. And they're making money with Starlink, and they're making money through their power grid. And now they're trying to do robo-taxis, which I'm not 100% sold on, but I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, you're not going to put that much money into a robo-taxi and not follow through with it. And whether it's Tesla or whether it's Waymo or some third option in the future, I think it's inevitable that we're going to get robo-taxis.
You think
Is
so?
that just me? I think so, 100%. Any way that you can cut out human interaction, you don't have to pay a person, you don't have to give a person, you know, benefits. You know, you can claim it's safety because now you don't have to worry about getting into the car with a stranger. Like, I feel like it's inevitable. And people love the idea of productivity. People love the idea of like, oh, I can drive to work and do my work in the back of a car that's driving for me. People love to take out the thought of it. Like it started with GPS. Like, oh, I don't need to figure out my way around because I can just put on a GPS. Now it's going to be, I don't need to know anything because I'm just going to get into the vehicle, type in the location, it's going to bring me there. The more thought that you take out of it, the easier it is to control people too. So I think the higher ups love that.
Right.
With, you know, maybe a little bit of conspiracy theory on that, but I think that the higher ups love us not thinking, which is why I also think weed will be legalized soon enough.
You think so?
Yeah, I think weed will be federally legal within the next probably 10 to 15 years.
10 to 15 is pretty, yeah.
That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I think it's so easy to control a population that's happy and high.
100%.
So why not? And
100%.
You can tax the fuck out of it, just like you do with alcohol and liquor.
Right, like a sin tax.
Cigarettes. Yeah, a sin tax, exactly.
Which is crazy because, dude, I remember when I smoked cigarettes back when I was young, you know. What's up, Hugs? They were $3.14 a pack. Now this dude that I work with still smokes. They're $13 a pack, dude.
You're paying all that money to kill yourself.
Right.
It's the worst. I won't be controlled, but I'm happy and high. Well, you've got the right idea, you know, but a lot of people like to go with the stream, you know, or the flow, right? So you're going against the grain a little bit, which has made it, you know, in some ways harder for you, but you enjoy that, right? Like you've had to create your own power grid out there. You've had to make your own house out there, you know, because you're living off the land, right? If I remember correctly, Andrew's living off the land.
Correct me, no.
Right? He's got his own like tomatoes and plants and all that sort of shit out there. But for the average person, like they wouldn't be able to do that.
It's called
or they wouldn't want to do that.
God, why am I, dude? Because my wife watches this show all the time where they go in and they like rescue the homestead. It's like a homestead, right? Yeah.
And I think it's really cool for the people who can do it and
Kill
the people who
chickens.
want to do it. I think it's really nice, but you do have to like it just makes sense. It is way easier to live in a city, to have a grocery store down the street, to like just pay somebody to have your electricity for you. And when it doesn't work, you call them.
Oh, sure.
You know, like now, is that like good for us? Does it make us smarter? Does it make us like dependent? Like, yeah, it makes us dependent and all those other things, but it's simple. It makes life simpler, and most people will do that. So I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying that's how you become controlled.
Yeah. I would say, like, if I could do Andrew's shit and be fine, that would be great. But the problem is,
You're right.
my wife would never go for it because she's more of like, the safe approach, right? You know what I'm saying? Do the 401k, retire at 65, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, Andrew, are you married or have a girlfriend? Because I just wonder how easy it is to convince a wife or a girlfriend to also have that lifestyle.
Yeah, he has a wife.
You have a wife?
Yeah.
I had to convince a lot. That's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, as far as like day to day, the big, wife and 2 kids.
Amen, brother.
And so, and I'm not, I think about that lifestyle and I'm like, dude, how simplistic would that be? What are you going to do today? Well, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to work on my harvest and my crop and my animals because that's how I make a living to keep the lights on.
Right.
To pay my generator bill. After that, what is retirement? What is 401k? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the life, right? Like you are living to sustain what you have now. And so you put all this work, your day is 100% focused on your produce and what you can provide, right? And so
Go into glamping on our property next year. What is glamping?
what is glamping?
Oh, I'm going to look this up.
Glamping
Is a form of camping that combines the outdoors with luxury and comfort. Often features amenities like comfortable beds, private bathrooms, and even air conditioning. It's
Oh,
in a
so you
way
could do
to
like a
enjoy
mini
nature
home.
without sacrificing the comforts of home.
So it'd be like an Airbnb or like,
Well, I don't think he'd be renting this out to anybody. He could, but I don't think he
well, he
would.
could do a tiny home if he gets zoned. Yeah, let's see, like tiny home.
Oh, okay. Oh, glamorous camping, glamping. I get it.
Okay.
That does sound awesome. That's the kind of lifestyle I would want because I like the idea of camping, but I hate mosquitoes and the hard floor, all that sort of stuff.
No, my wife, my wife is like, hey, you want to go camping? And when I think camping, I'm thinking we're going to get tents. We're going to be bundled up. It could be in the fall. And then we don't take anything with us. And we just go out that day like a Minecraft fucking survival thing where it's like, you got to find sticks. You got to build like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like doing it that way. And she's like, no, we would bring like marshmallows, campfire, the whole 9 yards. Like, we would be good. Like glamping, dude. Yes.
Yeah, you bring the battery chargers, you get the hand warmers, get the lighter fluid, the gas.
Right.
They're on wheels. You can skirt some laws. Hey, amen.
Yeah, that is true.
I glamp in a place in Joshua Tree. Thought about doing it myself. They have 3 little love shacks. So, that's cool.
Yeah. Dude, it's I don't know. Like I feel like every dude has a dream to do this shit. Correct? It's the way we were programmed or something.
I
Like
think
to
we're
where
just
it's like you want to live off the land, you want to farm a little bit, you want to till your shit, you want to fucking have a garden, you want to kill some goats and some chicken. That's how you put food on the table. I want to go hunting all day, Oregon Trail type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yes, but like in my opinion, it comes from a lack of trust with the people around me or / like government, right? But if the government could provide me all the things that I'm being provided right now and I trusted it, then I would be completely happy, you know, being on my computer most of the time, like hanging out, like, you know, going to the movies or like, I don't know, like regular, I don't know, shit, I guess. Like camping is like cool for me once in a while, but I don't think I would want to do camping. Like I don't think I would want to live that lifestyle. Does that make
Come on,
sense?
Nick.
Is anybody
You
with
went.
me? Does anybody not love AC? Does anybody not love being around like the mall? You know, like
Nobody goes to the mall anymore. What are
not
you
going to the
talking
mall,
about?
but when you're around the mall, you have like all sorts of shit around you. You know, you have like a Top Golf, you have like a Five Guys, you know, you have like so much shit around you.
All I look at when I see that shit is straight fucking money. That's it.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna go to a Five Guys, but I might go to a Top Golf. Hold on, my mom's
Chill out. Five Guys is phenomenal.
Hello.
Hey, Karen's here.
Okay, I'll be done in like 15 minutes. Is she gonna be here for a minute?
Okay, yep.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. I have to answer that. My mom's been struggling a little bit. I just gotta make sure she's good.
Well, yeah. Do you need to go?
No. So we're taking a vacation February to go to Costa Rica.
Oh, you're not glamping?
We're not glamping. We're going to
What
Costa
a
Rica.
bitch, bro. I can't believe this.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
you
them
have a
all.
house.
I don't
Yeah.
like them all either.
Go
To
ahead.
be honest,
So
but
you're going to Costa Rica.
yeah, we're going to Costa Rica, and yeah, we'll get some
Are you-
Costa Rica vibes while we talk about it a
Are
little
you
bit.
gonna visit the Jurassic Park place?
I didn't know there was such a thing, but now
That's
that
where it
you
was
say that,
filmed.
really,
I
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, look up Costa Rica Jurassic Park.
Costa Rica, Jurassic Park. While the fiction is set on Isla Nublar, located 120 miles off the coast of Costa Rica, so close to it.
Close to it.
So probably not the exact. You know, I don't want to see no dinosaurs. I'm scared. But
Rent the glamping, bro. Do it. So wait, there's no part of you that wanted to fucking hunt
yeah,
and like
part of
skin a rabbit.
okay.
And
I
then
don't want to
eat it?
skin a damn thing. I don't want to like make my own clothing. You know, I do want to plant my own plants.
No,
I
you
do
can
want to have
go
my own
buy,
garden.
dude. Listen, just because, bro, I think you're thinking of this too much. You can still go visit these places, dog. You can still go to the store, right? But the big thing is like, you don't make your own clothes unless you really like want to.
Bro, I
You
love
can still
milk.
buy
You know how hard it
clothes.
is? I don't want to have to feed a cow and then milk a cow and then, you know, like have to go tend to my garden and then get in the tractor and spray down all these things for corn and beets. And it's just going to take me forever. Now, like a small little garden, sure. But that's about as far as it goes. And I want to maybe have some weed. Now, I am 5 months sober off of weed, but I think about it often, man.
I think about you often, girl.
I think
So
about
anyway,
it.
you're going to Costa Rica.
Yes.
Sorry.
So I'm going. We invited Courtney. So I paid, and my whole family's paid, but we didn't have Courtney's money. So I just got her money, and now I need to give it to the main person because they put it under her credit card or debit card, whatever. So in like 2 days, that's about to hit her account with like a couple $1,000s from all of us. And yeah, the person is over my house, and I said as long as she'll still be here, you know, when I'm done, I can just give it to her then.
Okay.
Because it's in my wallet right now, so I got it. But yeah, not an emergency type situation. Big city, just 1.5 hours away, bro. That's what I'm saying though. Like that's far as fuck. That is too far. I am not trying. I'm not trying to do a grocery run an hour and a half away.
Okay. So hold on. Can I bring this up without making it weird?
I don't know what you about to bring up, but yeah.
First date you went on or whatever.
Yeah.
How far away was that?
Well, we met halfway, so for me it was like 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about the one that you traveled for.
Oh, the bad one.
The terrible one.
The bad one. That was a 2-hour drive. And
Yeah,
then some
2-hour
family.
drive.
2.5 hour. Yeah, but man,
You'll do that for some, bro. You'll
Yeah.
do that for some produce,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh yeah, I will. When I'm malnourished, yeah. When I've got it going on,
Well,
hell
romantically,
no.
you were very malnourished at the time.
I was. Now, normally nourished human being here. Fuck no.
Yeah, see, his 5 minutes to grocery. See, he's fine.
Oh, 5 minutes to grocery.
Yeah.
Oh well, then yeah, that's fine. I don't
We'll
know how
say
you.
yeah.
I didn't know you could be like so far away, but not. Do you know what I mean? How are you like doing all this? How is there that much land, but there's a grocery store close by?
What do you mean? Well, okay, so I work in a town of 1,700 people, right?
Right.
If you were to, there's a Dollar General market there, okay? A Dollar General market, which is not like a huge store, like, but it has everything you could possibly need there.
Right.
If you were to travel a mile in any direction outside of that Dollar General, you would be in nothing but countryside. And
Yeah, I
it's
mean it's kind of like that here in Gainesville. There's like the city area, but then there's like you drive just 5 minutes and it's just all farmland.
that's 100%. That's what it is. But imagine that, but with like better scenery. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's Colorado.
Because my
That's
thing is,
Utah. That's Wyoming.
I just imagine because you're not. I don't know. Like, do you have to pay taxes on the land that you're putting your tent on and all that shit?
Well, 100%.
Right. I just feel like it's so much. It's just as much as buying a house.
Yeah, yes and yes. How about this? Yes and no. It just depends
Small town Colorado has most
on what
you
you're
need.
zoned for. Like if you're zoned for it, then you can have a lot of freedom. Right? Whereas
Yeah.
I have to live within the city's construct or the county's construct here.
But the thing, like, if you spent all that money, you're not like building a concrete home. You're kind of building like, some tents. Maybe you build a cabin or something. You got a generator, and then couldn't they just like come up to your land one day and be like, "Hey, we want to build on this land. Leave."
I mean, not necessarily. I think like you can't do whatever you want on your own land because there are different things that taxes have to go towards. Like if your house has a fire, you expect firemen to come out there, which are paid by
Right.
the city, the county, whatever it is, right?
35 acres is only $13 a year agriculture. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild.
So it's zoned for agriculture. So he's zoned not to necessarily put houses on there, right? But to have crop, to till the fucking soil.
I think I would just need to sit down and talk this all out because to me that just seems like it'd be so expensive, but I guess maybe it's not.
Well, the 35 acres is expensive, brother.
Oh, to own that?
Yeah, it's expensive, man.
So like, but you bought it. So like you own that land, right?
Right, but then you have to go through things and zone it appropriately.
So if you own it, that means they couldn't come and just say that you have to move. And they have a building permit. So he could build on that land.
Yeah, if he has a building permit, for sure.
Okay.
And there's all sorts of stipulations on what you consider a building. Like he said, you have wiggle room when it's on wheels, dog. Well, the big thing is like you can put this little tiny home on a trailer, like, that you can pull down the highway, build into the ground, and sink the wheels on it. But you can show them like, hey, it's on wheels. It's just under the ground. Oh, well, technically that works then.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's all fucked up. There's all different sorts of like stipulations, right? The same thing, like if you want to build out like a drive to your house and you want to get it all paved, concrete, like whatever you want it to put on there, right? You have to go through the city to do it. And they could sit there and say, well, you can't build this much, on there because it's not zoned appropriately for that. You can have up to gravel, but no sort of pavement, so yeah.
It's gonna flip to residential after a house. Oh, okay.
Still only a couple hundred a year after that. Yeah, that's true.
It's not bad. That is pretty interesting.
I don't know. Just living a little bit off the land would be so nice for me. It would scratch this like primal itch that I have, like to get in touch with my ancestors and the shit they had to go through.
I go through phases, and I think I would go through a phase. Like I think it would literally be a phase. Like the normal, relaxed version of me wants to wake up, get my workout in with my electric speakers blaring in the background. Like today, I had like my phone in my hand while on the treadmill. Looking up some videos. Got Naruto playing on the big screen. And then I finished that, and then I go upstairs, make some food on my oven, come back downstairs, get ready for the podcast. I don't know that sort of lifestyle, but I don't know if I could have that being on the outdoors.
You can. You have Andrew has electricity, dog. He has all the things that you have. He has Starlink, bro.
Yeah, but Starlink's not the greatest internet.
It's not the greatest internet.
I mean, I don't think it's as fast as like 333 up and down, right?
I think he's got to have something close to gig, don't you, Andrew? If not close to that. Anyway, better than any rural internet that's around. I will say that. Country ass internet.
Oh, I remember do you remember when internet used to be like the baseline internet was like 50 gigabytes up and down?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was like 50 gigabytes up, 2 gigabytes down.
Yeah.
Or 2 gigabytes up.
2 gigabytes up. Yeah.
Yeah. That was rough.
Yeah.
Chickens are a good start for in the city. Neighbors won't be happy.
Yeah, so I checked on that. We're allowed to have up to 9 where I live.
Chickens?
Yes.
You gonna get them?
I don't want to have chickens. My wife. How about this? My wife doesn't want to have chickens. How about that?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I expect that.
Yeah, he's over 200 consistent.
That's not bad. But it is expensive,
really
right? It's like $130 a month for Starlink. I guess all the money that you're saving on your house and stuff, I guess it could go to Starlink. Because $13 a tax a year is fucking nothing. But yeah, 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're about to hear from Jerome Powell. Probably be a big nothing burger. But what he says during the meeting, which I believe starts at 2:30, that's what's going to matter. Because he's going to talk about next month. And so people are going to start preparing for good or bad. Somebody just bought, oh shit, 437. This wallet was flipping wart, and now it just bought 14.3 thousand ADAs worth of SNEC.
So he back in.
Yeah. I wonder if that means wart went down. Probably not. Oh, it went higher.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where was it? 437. Yeah, he sold 4,400 ADAs worth of wart and just bought some more SNEC. My man. Bring it back to the motherland.
Bringing the profits back to the motherland, dude.
Let's go. He only made 400 ADA. Yeah. I mean, hey, I didn't make anything.
You didn't make anything?
I didn't play it. I didn't find out about this until today.
Really?
I have not been focused on, honestly, bro, I've been addicted to RuneScape again. I went over to Courtney's pool, and we were chilling in her pool with her parents, and I was telling her, because she used to be a World of Warcraft player, I was telling her about how a lot of World of Warcraft people are coming over to RuneScape because World of Warcraft did another update, basically, where it resets your account, and then they re-released content that they've already released before.
Right.
And it pissed off a shit ton of players. So a lot of them quit and are now going to RuneScape. And she was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And so she wanted to get into RuneScape and like give it a try. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll get back on my account. I'll give you some things." And she was like, "Well, I don't want to play alone." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll do a few things." And like now I'm fully back in the game.
Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, and
Oh,
they just came out. They just came out with new content, bro. The new content is so fucking good. I got the second rarest drop after like 300 and something kills. Sold that shit instantly. Came up on a fat 150 mil.
Dude,
Feeling
isn't that
good.
shit like 20 years old?
Probably older,
Is
but
it?
yes. Let's see. How old is OSRS? 12 years.
Okay.
But RuneScape, like the original RuneScape, has been out for
Yeah.
24 years.
Okay. I knew it was somewhere in the early 2000s
Yeah.
because my friends were playing it. It's so fucking disgusting.
Snack strong I am. You're not 437, Foddy. Get out of here. You 437, you rich bastard. It's the only utility order then self. Yeah. Talking about
Electricity and shit. And
well,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Internet.
anyways, that was a good chat, guys. I gotta get going. I gotta go pay that lady upstairs.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
check on my mom and stuff.
Yeah,
But-
money never sleeps, bro.
Oh no, man. Sneck and Wart, man. I don't know if you should buy
It's
Wart. Look
It's
into it.
Nick. Wart's so temporary, bro. Wart is so
Oh.
temporary, bro.
Probably.
Snack
I
all the way.
mean, the likelihood
way.
of it being temporary is high. The likelihood of Sneck is better odds.
Right.
Better
Right.
odds. But appreciate you, Clean. Appreciate
Yeah,
you,
you too.
Andrew. Had a great discussion today. Appreciate you, Foddy. Appreciate you, Voodoo. You're probably in here still, maybe. Enjoy your SoFi shares. But until next time, guys, remember to get outside, see your friends, see your family. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time. Peace. I'm done with these trash coins.